What's up? I'm like a giddy kid today. I'm so excited to do my makeup with you guys because I feel like it's been a minute since we've done something live. So hopefully this will end up being awesome. What's up? What's up? What's up? So excited to have you guys here. Whitney Bull, what up, girl? So yeah, it's been a second. I'm going to be going over a lot of fun stuff today. We're going to talk about sunscreen. I've been testing sunscreens. I have a picture of like 15 sunscreens. That's an embellishment. Probably like 6 sunscreens that I've been working my way through to try to find the best one that's going to do really well under makeup. And I think I found it. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys. And then I'm also going to talk about like, we just haven't done like, what is this stuff? Why is it important? How it can save your life one day at a time, how you can have, like, what is the magic and power of having your entire face of makeup, all of it, brows, bronzer, illuminator, foundation, concealer, everything you need in one palette. This is it. Brow wax, eyeshadows, eyeliners, lip color, cheek color. It's all right here. So we're breaking it down today. Why this is like, it's magic. It is magic. So we're going to go soup to nuts from sunscreen all the way through to a really, really beautiful everyday face that anybody can do. It doesn't matter what skill level you have. If you're like, holy crap, Katie, you know a ton about makeup and I know nothing. This is makeup for dummies. And I'm not calling you a dummy, but like literally my 74-year-old mother never wore makeup for 34 years teaching high school, and she can do this. Okay, she can do it. So there's hope for anyone. So if you're joining and you're like, wow, I just want to look put together every single day and I don't want, you know, it to be over my head or too much or whatever, we're going to talk about one compact. We're also going to talk about 2 really important brushes. If there's no more brushes that you buy, these are the 2 you should buy. They're very, very different from probably any other makeup brush you've ever owned before in your life. They are made for Creme. They are going to make it a 5-minute job. Okay. And then if you want like bonus, obviously lots of us have lots of eyeshadow brushes. So I'm going to be using a little bit of an eyeshadow brush, and a brow brush and stuff like that, but that's probably something you already have if you own makeup. So, all right, should we get started? First thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna talk about this sunscreen right here. I have the other Neutrogena, the Sheer Glow Daily Defense, which is a 55 SPF. I would say it is a very, very close second to this. It looks incredible under makeup and it will offer you more sun protection than just a 30 will. But for some reason, this is a little gooier. Not gooier. It's a little more runny. And so it feels like absolutely nothing. I just am one of those people that I don't like having a ton of feel on my face. I don't want to feel like there's anything there. And so this is the Invisible Daily Defense. And when I say it is invisible, the thing that I love about it is there's no white cast. With most sunscreens, they have zinc in them. And the zinc makes it like sort of a white. That's the power of SPF. So this one manages to get it done. And you can honestly, if you're extremely oily, you could probably just use this as your moisturizer during the daytime as well. It has, it's oxybenzone free. It's water resistant up to 80 minutes, which means you can probably sweat in it. It'll be all right. So I have not had any reaction, no breakouts, no nothing from this. Highly recommend, and it's affordable. The ones that I've tried, other ones that I really like, I like the 55 one of this. It has a little more of a white cast to it. And I like the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. Super Goop just came out with a vitamin C sunscreen, so I'm gonna try that one as well. But for now, this is my front runner. So go to Target, get it, try it out, and let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, second thing that I'm gonna do to prep my skin, and I'm doing this because summer is coming, and a lot of people ask me questions about, well, what if I'm outside, and what if it's a hot climate, or what if I have excessively oily skin? So the Stay Spray, this is not the bottle that our Stay Spray comes in, but the Stay Spray that we sell, which is formulated for our products and formulated for Creme, I just don't have the bottle with me. I'm going to spray my Perfector sponge with it. like that, like quite a bit. And then I'm going to run this all over my face. This would be in lieu of a primer, okay? This is going to prime your skin for the makeup, and it's going to help keep it in place. I typically don't do this all year. I only do it in the summertime. But if you have oily skin, this is a great step, and it allows me to just give myself an extra bit of staying power when I really need it, when it's hot, when it's sweaty, when I want my makeup to really, really last all day. So, and I feel like I have a lot of really good control here using this versus just misting my face, which can be kind of, it can get in your hair and whatever. So there it is. Okay, now we're gonna talk about this magical thing right here. So if you guys are just joining, oh my gosh, I'm losing all the comments. I was scrolling and it got stuck. Ah! I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay. Hey Liz, what's up? I'm so glad you're here. Jackie's here. Awesome. Okay, yes, favorite way to apply. So here we go. This is magical. All of your makeup in one compact. If you travel a ton, this is super, super great. All right, so here I'm gonna show you what I have. I've got 3 highlights here. Why do I have 3? Because on any given day, it allows me to get it done. I don't have to worry about changing my makeup throughout the year. Typically, a little of this, a little of this, and a little of this. I can make a variety of shades that are gonna be perfect for me right here, right now on any given day, whether I've had an hour of sun because I was out at lacrosse practice or whatever. Over here, I have my contour. I have an illuminator that's called Glow, and it's really just a shimmer. And what I'm gonna do at one point is I'm gonna mix the 3 of these, and it's gonna create the most gorgeous bronzer. And so it's understanding how these little $14 products that we can customize for you are going to be used in multiple different ways to get all these different jobs done on your face without it being overwhelming or confusing. And this one down here is our bronzer. And so I'm gonna show you how to use all of these. This is your base face makeup. Then on our second page, I've got 3 lip and cheeks, different shades. It kind of gives you some variety. You can mix and match. Again, they go on your lips, they go on your cheeks. I've got Ruby, I've got Petal, and I've got Sadie. Right here, I have our brow wax, which I love, and 4 eyeshadows. Actually, this guy down here is our cream-based eyeliner. It's called Black Friday eyeliner, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. At the end of this is gonna be beautiful, no makeup, beautiful polished face, okay? So this brush, let's talk about the brushes really quick. If you have, if you're just starting out and you're like, wow, you have all these beautiful brushes that are all the same color and like they're, you know, look at them, they're gorgeous. We have so many, but if you're like, well, where do I even begin? Begin right here. This is the buff brush and this is the detail brush. This one is great for applying your highlights. So these first things, these are basically your foundation replacements, are right here, buff brush. And then the detail brush, look at how uniquely shaped these brushes are, right? They are very, very unique and they're made for this stuff. So this is for doing your contouring and some other things, okay? So we're gonna get to this one, but I'm gonna start right here. So this brush, all of them are double-ended. And so what I like to do is I like to create highlight where I want it first. So I'm gonna start with my lightest color, the lightest color that you have, and I'm just gonna plop it here. I'm gonna put all my colors down first so that you can see where I like to put them, and then I'm gonna blend them, okay? And this is so simple. The best and most important thing here is that you only put on one teeny weeny little layer of makeup, not a ton of makeup. At the end of the day, your face should feel dry and smooth and like you've got nothing on at all. So these are just the areas where I would love to see like a little bit of a little pop, okay? Okay, that's it. So I just used literally just the teensiest amount. And I might use this color here to just, I need to take this mirror off so I can see what I'm doing, to conceal my eyelids just a smidge. This is like primer for my lids, okay? So I'm just gonna take what's left and just pop that right on my lids. That will prime them for the powder eyeshadow that I'm gonna do in a minute. Okay, so that is my first color. My second color is sort of my midi color, my midway color. It's kind of in the middle. I'm gonna pop this right here up just underneath where I put my brightener, okay? And so whenever I color match, you guys, I'm gonna probably recommend 2 of the 3 highlights. If you want a third one, you can always message me and I can give you that third one. Okay, there's that second one. Okay, and I'm just kind of, it's sort of the bridge color. It bridges the in between this one and this one. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like 1, 2, 3, they're all in a row, okay? Then the third one is gonna go along my jawline, because really when you're doing your makeup, you don't want your face to be one color and your chest and neck to be another. And so I feel like our face just sort of graduates down. Okay. So I like that one along my jawline. Again, I have not like blended any of this, so it's all just sitting there. Okay? All right, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this brush down for just a second, and I'm gonna pick up this detail brush. And now I'm gonna put in my contour. My contour right now for today is henna. You can use lots and lots of different contour colors depending on how much you want your cheekbones to stand out and or how little. So I'm gonna load my brush like this. I'm gonna kind of press sort of firmly into the contour, and I'm gonna load it onto the brush like on the halfway point. Thanks, Rachel, I watched your video and I'm doing it. I'm so excited. I'm trying a brand new way of doing my makeup, and Rachel Jacob is the one. I've been around the ranch for a long time and I've done my makeup one way for a really, really, really long time. But because we have such an incredible community of people in our community, we have people that do their makeup all sorts of different ways. And when you watch and learn another way to do it, it can really help open your eyes, and it makes it fun again. It goes from being sort of like something you do so routinely and you don't even think about it to being like, wow, let me see how this is gonna go. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna go today. So Rachel, thank you. And I really do believe that the magic of our makeup is that it feels weightless and like there's nothing there at all. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit under my cheekbones. So I'm one of those people, you're gonna have to really kind of give your face some exploration. I don't have a ton of flesh right here in my cheeks. So in order for me to give myself the illusion that I have more, then I'm gonna have to kind of bring my, honestly treat this like a push-up bra for my cheeks, like that. See? Like that. And then drag it up a little bit. You might have more fullness here than I do, and that you may not wanna bring it down so far. You may wanna stop right about there. And that's okay. Okay, then I'm gonna just do a tiny bit around my hairline. I'm really gotta be careful because I'm a blonde, and if you've got lighter hair, be careful when you put your contour around your hairline because you don't wanna just make it junky. Okay, here we are. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. You can even take a little around the jawline. I don't also typically do a ton around my jawline just because my jaw is so square to be. My back, are you seeing me? Yeah, I don't really need to go too far or too much with my jaw because it's so square to begin with. So I don't need to over accentuate something that's already like that, okay? But I do have a bit of whiteness, so we almost all do, okay? So we get like lots of sun on our chest and we get lots of sun on our face, but right here, you know, we end up having sort of like a white collar where the sun don't shine down there. So you can take and just add a little here. And that will create a bit of a nice shadow right there. Okay, I'm coming back to this first brush, okay? This is the buff brush, and I added almost all my color with this, but I'm gonna blend it with this. You can also blend with your sponge, but I wanna blend at this stage, right? I'm gonna blend right here and just kind of work it into my skin all in one. So you can like, imagine yourself sitting in the morning, just not having a ton of time on your hands, and you just kind of know how to map out your face because you've practiced this method a few times, right? And then you just plop, plop, plop all the colors where they need to go, where they belong. And then as you need to, you just soften it out, right? Just like that. Okay, so now we've got cheekbones, our face is beautifully contoured, and it feels like nothing. It feels like nothing. It really is legitimately magic makeup. You know, you put it, and I feel like I have nothing on. Okay, now I have to warm up my face because I've got my sort of my foundation layer on. I've got my brighteners where they need to be. I've got my other my main colors where they need to be, and now I get to brighten. So I am gonna move on to another brush, a brush that I love. This is our blush and bronzer brush, and I wanna take our bronzer, which is called Bella, and then this Glow Illuminator, which, thank you, Rachel, I never use this, but I'm gonna try it today. Again, I love learning from our community, so I'm just gonna take all 3 of these, just like this, on this blush and bronzer brush, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of warmth. And I like to add it to the top of my cheekbone and the top of my brow. Wow, this looks incredible. So I think anybody, no matter what colors you are, so like if you want to use Indigo Contour or Astoria Contour or Olive or any one of our colors, you can just put your contour right here, add the Glow Illuminator and the Bella Bronzer, which are universal, and then you can do the same technique. It doesn't matter what your contour color is. But the truth of it is to just put this where the sun would naturally hit you. So like the top of the cheekbone and then just right above the brow, I like it too. Look how glowy and beautiful that is. Whew! Rachel knows what she's doing. So I'm so excited. This is all working out beautifully. Okay, now we're gonna flip to this page, and I have a couple of the colors that Rachel used in hers, but Ballerina for some reason on me just looks kind of washed out, so I like Sadie. It's a little more sheer. And each one of our lip and cheeks has a different level of either matte or gloss. And so that is, again, is where I come in as an artist and can really help you troubleshoot and work out which color is going to be perfect for you based on your preferences. And this page is really honestly like all about you. Like my job as an artist is to nail this part for you, to look at your skin and recommend what are going to be the right colors for you, not just right now, but maybe like into the fall and into the summer, and give you a great assortment of what's going to work for you so that you're covered. You know, you've got lots of options, because by blending these and putting them in the right places, you're going to be able to, you know, sometime when you're really, really tan, you might skip this one and you might just use your darker one all over and add your Bella Bronzer, and then you're warmed up and you've got exactly what you need. Do you get what I'm saying? How these are so versatile, and they're basically all of this, they're all cream. And so they blend together in like a marriage. It's almost like they're warming to your skin, and it's like making the most beautiful custom color on any given day that you could possibly have with this makeup, because they all just sort of are tinted differently, but they're the same base ingredients. Okay, so when we come to this page, I like to use my fingers. I like to use my fingers for my blush. This is Ruby, so pretty. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna just put a tiny little bit here with my finger. And you can, placement of blush, it can be very subjective. Again, if you want to create like an apple of your cheek, you can put it a little lower if you want. But if you want just a nice high fresh face, I usually start it kind of up a little higher. So I like to use my finger because it allows me to control how much I'm gonna put on. And then you just can pick up any brush that you have and just kind of soften that out. And again, same base ingredients. So when they blend together, they're all blending together. Like the difference between this makeup and other makeup, think about it. You've got a liquid foundation that dries to a powder. Then you may have either a cream-based blush or a powder-based blush. And then you're layering not only just, you know, different colors, but you're also layering different textures. And so by the end of the day, you're a textury mess. You're like cake on cake. You've got more pancake than IHOP, you know, it's like, and this is just, it literally just dissolves right into the base product, which is the same texture and consistency, and it looks like skin. It looks like skin up close, guys. I don't have perfect skin. I've been dealing with adult acne for a very long time, and this stuff does not break me out because it's so clean, and it just works together. We don't sell our products in Ireland yet, but I would love, someday we will. If you have a friend that is in the United States and you can use her address, you can get them shipped to her, and then maybe she would be kind enough to ship them to you. But as of right now, we only sell in the United States and Canada, I'm sorry to say. Yes, more pancake than I have. Okay, so now I have my blush on. I saw Rachel do this other really cute trick with Petal. Petal is another one of my all-time favorite colors. If you haven't mixed Petal and Black Cherry together on your lips, oh baby. She put a little Petal, which is this lighter color, at the front of her cheek, and I just thought, wow, that was so cute. Kind of zoning your blush color. So I'm gonna give that a try. Petal is definitely more of like a semi-gloss color too. And so I'm just trying that. Yes, love experimenting with all the different techniques and placements, exactly. All right, let's do our brows. I am obsessed. I just got my brows laminated. Are you guys on that trend yet or not? I mean, do you know what it is? Basically, they put perm solution in your brows, and so you can get that like fluffed up, fluffy brow. It lasts like 6 to 8 weeks, but look at that. It's crazy, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take my spoolie brush. This is our, it's our brow brush. And I'm gonna just mist my spoolie with the Stay Spray. And then the brow wax that we sell, again, all of this is one compact. I'm gonna just rub my spoolie. And then these brows ain't going nowhere. They are going to stay exactly where I need them to stay. In the past, before I had them laminated, I would have to like load on so much more brow wax. Oopsie, I just hit the other. I would have to load on so much more brow wax and then literally push them up with my finger to try to get them to stay in place, because your brows naturally have like a curve and a curl to them. So by like laminating them and perming them out straight, and it's cool because it doesn't last forever. But I really like the look of this. It's a really big kind of fashion trend right now to have that big feathered full brow. And I kind of like how piecey it is. You don't have to necessarily like fill them in too much. I mean, you can with like a little bit of, you can use your contour again, something that you already have in your compact to kind of fill in any sparse areas, but I just love the natural look of this. So, okay, let's work on our lips a little bit. So I have this brush here called the Multitasker. Again, like I said, if you're prioritizing spending money on brushes, these are the two you should start with, the Buff brush and the Detail brush. But beyond that, I have used the blush and bronzer brush. I've used our brow brush, and I have used now the Multitasker brush, again, that has another end. So you can take your contour, which I had henna, but again, any contour really will do, indigo, Astoria. And I'm just gonna kind of create a little edged contour line around my lip. Just like that. Slight edge. The brush does the work. The brush is everything. Okay. All right, you see that? See how my lips just immediately looked more full? Okay, I'm gonna put some Petal along the top ridge. I love Petal, it's such a great color. And looks good to like mix with our darker shades like saffron or scarlet. They're all so great to mix with Petal. It'll just change everything. Okay. Then I'm going to take Ruby in the center. And then I'm going to take a good bit of Sadie because I love Sadie. And I just feel like that's such a natural lip color. It's just a natural flush lip. And you could use more or less of the Ruby to achieve more pink or less pink. And that's essentially it. Okay, now, eyes. Very simple. I've used everything in this compact except for these 4 colors here. So the first color I'm gonna use is Stay Golden. That's gonna be my crease color, sort of my all over. Now I did, like I said, when I started, I put on the, our cream-based highlight on the eyeshadow, like as a primer, kind of a base. I like it just because it really, it's almost like when you butter a pan for baking a cake, you put the butter down first and then you put the flour in. You butter and flour your pan and then your cake doesn't stick, right? It's kind of the same principle. I like having a little butter on my lids because it still allows me to blend my eyeshadows out. Some primers, some regular eyeshadow primers are so like drying. They absorb so much oil on the eyelid that they almost make it impossible for you to even blend your eyeshadows out. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush. This is our eyeshadow brush. And I'm just kind of fluffing on this Stay Golden and just giving myself a nice little bit of a crease. Okay, I'm gonna use Cupcake next, a matte shadow just to keep my lid kind of bright. This is like the no makeup, fresh face, dewy skin look that everybody wants. Okay, so that's a little bit of Cupcake. Then I'm actually gonna take a brush that we don't make, but I don't even know where I got this. There's no label on it, but if you can find a brush that's teeny tiny like this, I love this. It's almost like this teeny little smudge brush. And I'm just taking a tiny little bit of our Black Friday eyeliner. I mean, a little goes a long way. This is gonna be like just a smudgy bit of liner. And really, my point in doing this was to keep my eyes really, really fresh and clean. But at the same time, I don't have lash extensions or anything like that. So really kind of smudging into the lash line itself and then adding a bit of mascara is going to give me that sort of illusion that I have more lashes than I do naturally. So I'm careful to just basically tickle my lashes with this product. And like I said, you guys, the brushes and the tools that you have in your kit are really everything. You can create a variety of looks with this palette. I mean, I could do a nighttime eye so easily with this and it would change my whole face. I could use the ruby by itself on my lips for a nice pop, a pop of a lip. You know, it's all in how you kind of bend and manipulate the colors that are in front of you. But do you see how I just kind of added a little bit of smudge to my lash line? And that kind of really just amps up this look. But it's not a harsh, you know, liquid liner at all. And I'm just using the tiniest bit. So I really do believe in the power that the tools you have give you. And, you know, less is more, guys. Less is more. So just use a tiny, tiny little bit. All right, and then to set our makeup, you've got a couple of options. Now, this compact is like my absolute favorite because it literally is the size of the palm of your hand and your whole makeup is in here. Your entire face is in here. If you wanted to go a little bit bigger, we have one that is just like a little bit longer. It's the same width, same 2 pages, but it's probably like 1 inch longer. If you do that, you'll have the ability to add things like vanilla dust setting powder. If you are oily and you want to eliminate some of that oil and shine, you can add the vanilla dust setting powder, or you could even, if you don't want to do your brows like I did, you could put your vanilla dust right here. But for me today, I'm going to actually do the same technique that I did at the beginning with the Stay Setting Spray. I'm going to spray it on my... You could spray your face, you could mist your face and walk out the door. That's another way of doing it, but I just want to, I'm gonna just dab it. I'm not gonna do anything more than just blotting it. I don't wanna wipe. That's really key, is that you don't wipe, because if you wipe, you're gonna wipe your makeup off. But what you're doing is you're just kind of controlling the amount, and at the same time, all this makeup has just kind of, melted onto my face, I guess. You know, your skin, the heat of my face is now melted and warmed this like warm butter, and by me just pressing very, very lightly and gently, I'm essentially pushing this makeup into every last little pore. And so if you walked up to me on the street and you were like looking for my makeup, you would be hard pressed to find it. Do you see it? Do you see that? How like it looks like skin. The texture of my skin is there. I can't say enough good things about this. If it bugs you that you have excess shine, I think I have my vanilla dust in here that I can show you, and I'll just demonstrate really quickly how that would work for you. Let me show you. So this is the vanilla dust. It's a tin just like any other. So for me, if I wanted to take my vanilla dust with me, I would have to upgrade my compact size. Now we have ones that have three layers. So this is a very versatile system that will allow you to add and take away. So my advice to you is you're gonna get hooked pretty easily. So get a bigger compact from the jump, because you're gonna wanna add stuff later. Things like solid perfumes, extra eyeshadows, extra lip and cheek colors, things like your vanilla dust, things you don't wanna leave without, you know? So for this, I'm just gonna show you the difference between what will happen when I add just a touch of this. Now I love this like fresh, dewy skin. I'm 43 years old, I'm a single mom, and I have 3 kids. So I'm not an expert makeup artist. I'm just a chick trying to get it done, right? Trying to get it done quick, trying to get it done fairly inexpensively, and trying to get it done without having the skill of like James Charles, right? I'm just a mom. So I'm gonna show you what I like about this finish. I love this finish up here, and I love it in certain areas, but I wanna use, this is our powder brush. This is actually sold in a little set where you can save some money. So this is our powder bundle. You get this brush and the vanilla dust, and you save like $8. So if by adding just a tiny little bit of powder into like my marionette lines, maybe I add just a tiny bit of it under my eyes. Do you see how that's starting to mattify? My chin is no longer shiny, but I still have it up here. I don't want to touch that area. I might touch just above here a little. I have an eyelash sticking to me. And I kind of like not to have a whole lot of shine up along my jaw either. And this is really almost double setting my makeup. Do you see the difference? Do you see how that just kind of adios that excess shine? All right. All right, so let's talk about how you get your hands on this stuff. So as an artist, my job is to kind of help you sort out what is gonna be your primary highlight and contour color, because I've looked at thousands and thousands of faces, and I can help you with that. So that's this part. I will recommend these colors, and I have a form that you can fill out. It's colormatchbykatie.com. It's so easy. If you guys want, you can just pop over to my profile, and there's a link right in my bio that says get a color match. It's right up top. So it's so easy and fun. You just upload a no makeup selfie of you standing in front of a nice well-lit window with no makeup on. I would love to see your face and the top of your chest so that I can get it right. And the lighting is really important. So we don't want to have like kitchen lighting or bathroom lighting or anything like that. I just want a natural light. It'll give me the most true colors on your face, and then I can help you out. I'll return your suggested colors within 24 hours, and mascara is gonna just change this and give me that final bit of polish. And then we'll be off to the races. And I offer all kinds of tutorials, and you can follow along here and check out my IGTV for looks on all kinds of things. But I really do love this method that Rachel taught us today. Thank you, Rachel, for everything that you do for us, and for just helping even like dinosaurs like me who've been around Saint for a really long time. You know, we kind of get stuck. Even with my old makeup routine, we get stuck kind of in the way that we've always done our makeup. You know, we get kind of stuck in that routine, and then we forget that there are plenty of ways to do this. I just got mascara up here. But I just love the natural finish of this makeup. I know we will be in Europe really soon. I did use a bronzer. So I used a mixture of these 3 things here. This is our Bella bronzer. Actually, the Bella bronzer is also sold in a bundle. So you can get this brush, this bronzer brush, and the Bella bronzer the same way you can get the powder bundle. The powder bundle is the powder brush and the vanilla dust for a discount. You can do the same thing with this blush and bronzer brush and then the Bella bronzer. Highly recommend doing that. That's a great way to save some money. And then this is Glow Illuminator and my contour color. I just mixed all 3 of them together with the end of this brush and just dusted them on my face. I love the glow that it gave me. It was so natural. So you guys, I loved today. I loved being here. I have to jump. I have a Zoom call in 2 minutes. Got my makeup done just in time. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday, and I will be with you really soon with another video. Thank you so much. Go to colormatchbykatie.com and fill out that form so I can see your beautiful faces and get you hooked up with magic makeup. I'll see ya. Bye.